Yo, what's going on, guys? Oh, video for there we go. What's good? What's good? Good to see you guys. Happy Friday. What's up? What's up? What's up? So happy Friday to all you guys too who are watching this live, watching the replay, watching this in the morning, afternoon, evening, in the universe, multiverse, wherever you guys live too, in the galaxy or on this planet too, or variations. And yes, I'm going there too, talking about multiverses here, but it's always good to see you guys too. And yes, I'm lighting it up in a very spiritual way. So I'm using my plant stuff today too, just with this live stream. I just really get myself set up too. So really, get myself pumped up with some cool, awesome free music and all that, and just with everything else. So it's cool when it comes to this music. But I welcome you guys to the Creative Lounge Community Conversations, and this is a place for all of us to have open discussions about creativity in our lives too, in so many ways. So shout out to all the people who are here. I want to say hi to a few people, and a lot of people are here in chat too. The guys are that out. Cool. She says, "Hey, little brother, you're 20 away from 500." Yes, I am, Lisa, and I'm going to explain more about that too, in the next few minutes. But I want to say hi to you guys too. And it's really asking your advice too for those who are content creators who are in a spiritual, also that, especially to people that I invite to on my regular live streams too. I want to ask you guys about something. Ask for your advice today too, because I'm kind of want to change things up when it comes to how I do things on my channel, but in a good way too. Just when it comes to collaborating with other content creators and so on and so forth. But yes, I've been really making some content, and particularly with some short videos too that are just short and sweet to get the message out too. And so it helps my subscribers going up, kind of like stock exchange going up, kind of like that. So yes, thank you for that, Lisa, and hopefully you are doing well also. The same goes to all you guys in chat room also. And also, if you guys want a reading from me too today, at any time, feel free to post your questions. It's related to relationships or spirituality, career, so on and so forth. Even if you want something funny too. So yes, indeed. So good to see you, Lise. Yeah, all right. So let's see who's here too. Hello, Kiva. Good to see you also. What's good? What's good? Well, good to see you. And you have a free reading with Kelly also. Nice. Cool. Shout out to Kelly. Got a free reading from her. That's sweet. Okay, that's cool, Kiva. Glad you have a free reading with Kelly. And Kelly's awesome too. So shout out to her. So good to see you, Kiva. Hopefully you and your mom are doing well. Hello, Mark. Oh, speaking of that, what's up, Marsha? Good to see you. So I'm going through the list. I know there's a lot of new stuff that's posted in the chat, so bear with me too. I'm just reading it all in the chat room. So hi, Marsha. She says hi, day, all in the chat. Just noticed your display of your scissors, cutting the tea off of the state. Oh, okay, cool. Good to see you, Marsha. Hopefully you are having fun doing what you're doing. And the best hugger in the universe, Teresa. Yes, good to see you. Yes, indeed. So yes, hopefully you are doing well, Teresa, with your smoothies and workout gear, all kind of stuff. And hello, Paula Quota. Oh, Viola Quota, if I'm saying the name right. I know I got the Spanish, my Spanish accent really needs a little more polishing, but Paula Quate, if I'm saying it right too. So forgive me if I'm butchering your name, Paula. So I'm trying to say it with a very, original Latin tone to it. But, if I butcher it too, feel free to, let my ass have it. So, but it's good to see you though, as well. And so, oh, what's up, Wendy? Good to see you. Just stopped by to hit thumbs up. Hi, Jane. Oh, yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, do what you got to do, So, yes, thank you for stopping by and saying, giving a like. That really helps too. So, much love to you, Wendy. And who else is here? Oh, hey, K-Travel. I haven't seen you for a minute. Good to see you. What's good, K-Travel? So, yes, good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Also, haven't heard from you in a bit. So, good stuff. Happy Friday to all you guys too. So, Mm. Oh, okay. Marsha says Scott mentioned to support your channel. James and his E3 are suddenly away from five. Yeah, I was talking to Scott about that recently too. And it's just like, with my YouTube channel, I had it for a very long time, but it's like realizing what I can do to just grow it too, to gain more audience. Not just say I'm trying to get subscribers. I just want to, help people with my services that I provide on my channel too. And it's just, awesome too that it's growing and growing. And so if I put any fun spins to it and I can share like a card reading or like a yoga practice, or a breathwork technique too that can really help when it comes to our mental health. I mean, hell, I'll do it, at any time. So yeah, thank you for that. Shout out to Scott. Scott. Ew, there's a lot of names. I can't. It's hard to pinpoint a name that's so long, but it's nothing against them too. So Scott Scorpio, Sun Tarot, saying it right. So my mind's a little off the wall today too. Forgive me. So shout out to Scott though, and to Janie the Seeker too. So, oh my goodness, who else is here? Oh, that's good, K Travel. You're slowly improving. That's good. I'm glad you're getting better. So yeah, it's always good to take care of ourselves no matter what too. But I'm glad you're improving on a real. And so, okay, so I don't see any other people here. So, oh, nose is itching. So yes, guys, shout out to all of you guys too who are in here watching this live and watching the replay. And let me see if I can turn up my. Let me hold on for a second. There we go. So good to see you guys too in the chat room. And I just, when it comes to what I want to share today too, I actually, for the content creators and for those who are in the spiritual community, and for those who I invite on my channel on a regular basis, with the invites to my Monday shows, the Mindful Mondays, live streams, and the Wellness Wednesdays live streams, and the oh my gosh, the Nerdy Lounge Table Talks live streams too. I just want to ask you guys this, advice, especially for those who are in the chat room and those who are watching it replay. Also, feel free to let me know what you guys think about what I'm about to share. So lately, I've been, noticing some, things too when it comes to inviting people on my channel and trying to invite people on my channel. And it's just like, I always send an invite like a day before, people to just come on my regular Monday shows too, with the Mindful Mondays, and just and Wednesdays too shows and the Saturday shows. And it's just like I never like pressure anyone to just join. If you want to do it, that's cool. If you don't, that's still cool too. So, and it's just like it's cool that people so it does drop in. That's really awesome too. So, and it's just like it daunts me too. Just really talking to some people that I invited to, and just really breaking it all down too for the last few days. And I just want to ask you guys too in the chat room, and not what's and it's just like be constructive. That's really as much as you want to be real. You don't have to sugarcoat anything. And it's just like when it comes to my channel too, because I always take the initiative when it comes to building my channel. And it's just like for I just wondering, and that's what you guys advice on it too. I was thinking about with my shows too, because I always want to share a message and really stay on topic when it comes to mindfulness, wellness, current events, and pop culture. And I just want to know too, for those who and for those who are moderators too, if it's just like if it's like cool if like I still invite people, but in a way that's not as specific. Because when it comes to that too, I don't want to put these things out there to people who don't want to join, who just feel like they feel pressure to do it too, even though I mentioned it before that I don't want them to be pressured. It's like pressure, but it's just like for those two, just really asking people in the chat too if you want to just want to share some mindfulness and wellness. Just really make it more interactive, less pressure too. And it's just like noticing that too, if that's a really good idea or not. It's just feel free to let me know too in the chat and in the comments below too if you're watching this when I'm watching it. Because lately I love to collab with you too, other Lisa, Spirit into a Tarot, you name it. Like over the years, I collab with a lot of people. I collab with a lot of people. I truly appreciate every experience. It's just like, for those who are busy, they have their own channel. And, especially like the big channels too, like 40,000 subscribers or more too. It's just like we got a lot of things on the plate. It's just like with me too. It's just, if I see an invitation on a weekly basis, they might get the wrong way that, I'm trying to, take advantage of them or anything else. But it's, the ways that I'm trying to explain this to you. It's just like I'm not trying to doubt myself. I just want to, really change things up to where like people don't feel less pressured and they can always have this place where they can just pop on and say hi, share their expertise when it comes to, I say expertise, but share their thoughts on certain topics too and having fun along the way. So if that, let me know what you guys think too. If that's, cool. Also, if that's a good idea. If, say if like I ask people in the chat if they want to come on to on a Mondays and Wednesdays and live streams. So also, and just like, when it comes to me sending emails, invites, I might just kind of minimize that to a really large degree too. Just not because I don't want to send invites, but it's just like I don't want people to feel pressure to when it comes to, invite them on a weekly basis. So if you guys want to share what I just mentioned to you about asking you guys in the chat rooms, particularly the people that invite on my channel, for those who have a channel, and especially for those who are writers too, who want to just, pop on and say hello, or even just, share a topic when it, adding to the topic when it comes to the live streams I do on Monday shows, on Wednesday shows, and the Saturday shows too at 1 p.m. So feel free to let me know, guys, too. It's just like, oh, you guys can't hear me? Hold on a second. Maybe my background music is too loud. There we go. Okay. How about now, Elise? Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay, maybe my background music was a little high. Okay, there you go. I'll explain it again too for those who didn't hear it. So basically, what I was just saying too for those who are just watching this live now, and it's just it comes to inviting people on to my regular Mondays and Wednesday shows and Saturday shows at 1 p.m. Pacific times too. And so it's kind of like with the invites too, I want to want to ask you guys' advice, especially for those who have a channel and have a platform too on YouTube, and for those who are in the spiritual community that I invite on my channel, on the regular live streams. And it's just like, I was wondering, if like, if it's a cool idea if I ask you guys directly in the chat, for those who are in the chat, to pop on the regular Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays live streams at your own leisure. Because, when it comes to, I always send an email invite to the people, to, people I just collab with too, in the past also, if you want to just, come onto my channel also with no pressure. But lately I just, talking with a few friends of mine too. And it's just like, when it comes to that, it's just like, wondering why I send an email invite every other week too. And it's just like no shade to them too. And it's just like, I like to, collab with people too, just if they want to talk about certain things, when it comes to, mindfulness, wellness, current events, pop culture. And it's just, I never want to pressure anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. That's not that's not the person who I am. But I just want to just, um, just really, make like how I invite people to. I want to, really improve on that too. So it's kind of like to that too. Feel free to let me know if that, or works for you guys also, because with my channel too, and this is all about growth in so many ways, self care and wellness, and how you can do that too in so many ways, and it always ties into everything else with creativity and all that. And so, and it's just like, if that's a cool idea with you guys too, feel free to let me know. Because, if I, I send an invite to people and they just have so much on their plate too, especially what's going on also, with, their own channels, they have like a lot of subscribers, they have a lot of collaborations too that they want to do or content that they want to create. I mean, I don't want to interfere with that too. But if you are guys are open to saying like, asking people who are in the chat, who are watching the live stream, right? They want to just, come on the panel and just talk about, what's, when it comes to mindfulness and wellness and current events and pop culture too. If that's a good idea with you guys too, feel free to let me know in the chat also. And because, like I'll still like invite people onto email them if it's like a special event, if I'm doing like a channel celebration or a birthday live stream or anything else too that's really, powerful, especially, the spiritual community. But on a weekly basis too, I don't want to like pressure people to, get the wrong impression that I'm just, pressuring people to just to like be on my live streams. I like to, invite people and just if they don't want to make it, if they don't want to, I mean that's cool. I understand that. And so yeah, that's it. Sorry if you couldn't hear me in the background. I was trying to play some background music, but let me see if I could try it again on a lower level. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Cool. And so Elise says, okay, thanks, Lise. And I know like I invite you to on my channel also, and it's just like, if you ever do want to pop in at any time just to share like about wellness and mindfulness and so many other things too, want to promote a message out there in the world that people could hear and inspire to also. And, just feel free to let me know also, especially, in the chat also and so on and so forth. But thank you for your input too. So, what's up, Tracy and Keith? Good to see you. Hopefully, you are safe out there, my friend. So, it's good, good, good. Good to see you guys. And what's up, Ron? Good to see you, bro. What's good? What's good? Good to see you, bro. Let me see if I could see you there. There you go. Good to see you, Ron. What's good? What's good? So, yes. Oh, shout out to my big brother, Ron, too. Oops. There you go. Yeah, shout out to him. So good to see you. And yes, Ron, too, that applies to you also because I know you like to come on my live streams and so on and so forth. And I appreciate that support. And it's just like, for those who like you get the wrong idea that I'm pressuring them to, if like send an email over and over, think I'm, trying to like pressure them to be on my show, but it's really not that way too. I don't want to get that wrong idea. But I just want to ask, you guys particularly and directly in the chat for those who are there. It's just like if you guys ever want to pop into, I'll definitely email the link or, when it comes to just with any of my Mondays and Wednesdays and, Saturdays shows too, or even other possible shows in the future too. Just feel free to let me know if you ever want to just pop in and share a message too. And so, or about the topic as well, the topic at hand or anything else. But I will still, when it comes to the invites, if I'm doing like a birthday stream or like a celebration or just like something really special too, what's going on that affects all of us too, I'll definitely, send an email invite. But I just want to know you guys' honest feedback about it. So I've been thinking about this for a while too. And so, hey, Deb H, good to see you. What's good? What's good? Yes, good to see you. MH. So let's see people are saying in the chat. Thanks, Lise, for your input. She does whatever makes it easier for you. Okay, thank you for your honest feedback, Lise. Yeah, it's just I've been thinking about this for a while, just really breaking it all down and just really analyzing it too. So it's no shade to anyone. I just want to ask you guys' opinion about it too. So yeah. And Marcia says, I think it's a good idea, Jay, to ask as what Lisa from Xena placed it. Okay, yeah, yeah. I get that, Marcia. And it's always good to ask too. And it's just like always trying my best to do that, but I'm trying to reconfigure how I can ask in a very, consensual and, fun way too. So I'm not trying to pressure people to come on my live streams too. And just, if they feel pressure to do so. Because I don't want anyone to feel pressure to come out on my channel whatsoever. And just like I love people who love to come on too, like Mandy and Ron and Lisa, Lisa, and I say Lisa, she walks in beauty, and so many other people too. So yeah, I think that's probably one of those ideas I'm gonna stick to. Just asking people in the chat if they want to come on to, they want to just throw some cards with me, if you want to share a message, or just share a practice that can help with our mental health and spiritual health and so on and so forth. But yeah, thank you for that, Marsha. I'll take note of that. That's good stuff. It's oh, Keith appeared in the Xena's place. Oh, nice, cool, good stuff. Cool. Shout out to Keith, man. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Yeah, thank you, Marsha. I appreciate that. And thank you, Tracy, for posting my channel. I appreciate that. You guys are really awesome, awesome individuals. So let me see how I do that. And Keith says, "Good idea." You know me, I have more mouth than alligator. Oh, that's funny. And so Lee says, don't feel like you're pressured. I feel like you're curious to give people a link if they want to join." Oh, thanks, Lise. I just want to be honest and real with you guys too. And it's just people who, have the wrong idea if I do pressure them to, if I invite them on a weekly basis too, and they don't want to come on. But I really do appreciate your honest feedback, Lise. And that same goes to Marsha and everyone else too in the chat. But yeah, this is something that I've just simmered in my mind too. Just really meditating on it too for the last couple of days. I just want to ask you guys, your thoughts on it too. So, your honest thoughts too and your feedback. So, thank you for that, Lise. I appreciate it. And like again with you and Mandy, Ron, uh, Kelly doesn't catch really wellness, Jane the Seeker, Scott, Debbie Fever Spirit, Lola, Goth Angelic, so many other people that I collab over the years. You guys are always welcome on my channel because I don't play those games when it comes to just with anything. And I'm always honest, transparent, in your face when it comes to who I am. So but I do appreciate everyone's honest feedback and just not sugarcoating anything. So thank you for that. Because real people recognize real people too. So I just want to say that too. Oh yes, if you guys haven't checked out Deb H's channel too, feel free to do so. Her channel is awesome. So yes, indeed. Shout out to Deb H. Purple Elephant. Lee says, "I feel it's relaxed just to allow people to pop in and chat and thus cancel for you to email. But if you gave a specific guest topic, you want to dedicate time from ahead of time." Right. I'm always good to do that at least too. Like, if you guys if I want to collab with someone too on my channel, really, prepare ahead of time before. And it's just, with that too. So I'm good at that at least, when it comes to inviting like one person, like doing a one-on-one with someone, preparing before that too, promoting it like on social media, and then getting ourselves ready for it too. I'm really good with that. I understand that fully, but it's just like like the ones that I do on Mondays and Wednesdays, Saturday shows too. This is like feel like I make those live streams like a communal kind of thing too, so people can just if they want to come into, I'll ask them directly in the chat when I'm live, and then if they do want to come into, I'll email them or post a link in the chat also, and also just invite them into for those who have a channel and for those who are moderators as well too. So because when it comes to anything too, I like to protect my privacy too, especially I don't want to invite anyone who's kind of crazy out there too. So, but nothing against anyone also too who are new, who are watching my channel. It's just I want to be careful who I invite to, and just really have an open and safe space for people to express themselves, to share a message, to have fun along the way too at the same time. So yes, thank you for that, Lise. I'll remember to what you just posted right here too. So good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Yes, indeed, Deb H. I'm going to be on Deb H's channel soon too, and also gonna be on Gertrude's, and I'm also gonna be on Kelly's channel too. So you guys go see me around there too, and also Manassas. I'll be Manassas channel tomorrow also. So if you guys want to check me out on Manassas channel, and then next week I'll be with Kelly too. So it's gonna be fun, and have some other stuff too. I'm gonna collab with other people too. So it's gonna be fun. You're gonna see me around in these spiritual YouTube streets. So I think I'll stop saying YouTube streets. I got it's got a bad rap now too. So, but you'll see me around, when it comes to certain people's live streams. So yes, Dev H, I'm looking forward to collabing with you too. It's gonna be fun, and your channel is awesome and very powerful too. So on the real. And Ron says, "Oh, no pressure, Jay. We all have free will. Enjoy reading with you, and you're welcome so much." Of course, Big Bro. Of course, and the same is mutual, man. I mean, if you ever want to pop in on my live streams too, I'll send an invite also. So, when it comes to the Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturday shows too, so it's all good, man. You know me. You always invited on my live streams too, and same. It's neutral. Of course, Tracy. Yeah, that'll be cool. So yes, taking note of that too. So good stuff, Tracy. Good stuff. So yes, indeed, that'll be awesome. Looking forward to that. So good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so thank you, Vivian. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Yeah, think I might stick to the first plan too. Just asking people directly in the live streams that they want to pop on the Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturday shows too. So it's kind of like want to do that also, and just so like with the emails, it's good, but I don't want to if I'm doing it on a regular basis, send the email over and over again. It might rub people the wrong way. So I just want to ask people directly if they want to pop in the room. If they want to. If not, that's totally fine. So yeah. And Lee says, I really appreciate how on live you don't interrupt when a person is speaking. I should agree. Lise, I think that's just gonna comes how I was raised, and it's just like, when someone's speaking, I don't want to interrupt them too, trying to overtop them or anything else too. But lately, I mean, not say lately, but I just, when I get my point across too, like someone, tries to, I say trying to over talks me too, but they talk at the same time. But it usually doesn't happen much on my live streams too, but and sometimes it does. But then like I don't take it like offense because someone like wants to get their point across. They wants to just like share what they want to share too. That I've been holding it in or anything else. But it's just like when someone's talking, I let them speak too and just trying to listen to what they're saying as well. So like he noticed that too, at least when it comes to those like how with like with Sherry H and Mandy, they're just talking about Mandy's channel anniversary, which is awesome. Shout out to Mandy and Sherry H. And that's just I let them speak too when it comes to just what they want to talk about, and just and share what they want to get off their chest basically too. And just like also too with me, because I always like to stick to the topic of the live stream that I produce too. And it's just like I always like to integrate it all together too. So it's kind of like it turned out really well. Nothing against Sherry or Mandy also especially. So yeah, it's just like that's kind of like who I am, how I was raised, at least, and it's not going to change anytime soon. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that too. And I'll always continue to do that also, you know, and do my best to do that. So yes. Yeah, Marcia, since we all have grown Jay when you ask, oh, grown Jay, and when you ask, this is the. Yeah, exactly, Marcia, for sure. And it's just like, it's just, really recognizing those actions that I'm doing before. And it's just like wondering how I can really just change that, really making more interactive and consensual, just really asking people too, so directly. So yeah, thank you for that, Marcia. I really do appreciate that. So shout out to Silver Star Priestess. All right. Yes, I saw her live stream earlier too. She has some beautiful singing bowls too. Like hers, mine's just pure white and diamond. like diamonds are a girl's best friend, but ours is say crystals, but hers is like orange and green, which is really cool. I don't know what kind of kind of note as her singing bowls has too, but they look kind of the same size as mine. I'm not sure it's like an A plus or a F or a C, but it looks really cool. Shout out to Heather, Silver Star Priestess. Her singing bowls are looking gorgeous. So good stuff. Okay. I got it with Lisa mostly because a lot of people in the chat wanted to see what I look like. Oh, okay. Hopefully you are safe out there, man. So I'm glad you're safe, but hopefully you are doing good too, Keith, when it comes to that. So shout out to the people who are affected, in your area too in Kentucky, especially, as well in your area. So my heart goes out to you guys too, Keith. Okay. Yes, Vanessa, shout out to her too. So if you guys ever want to check her out, her channel out also, I will be live with her tomorrow. There's the link and all that too. So Manasa is a very sweet, sweet, sweet lady, woman too, and a sweet soul. So shout out to Manasa also. Yes, indeed. Oh, shout out to my big sis Sonia Rainley. She was live on earlier too. She says Sonia should think twice to let me sing along. I know way too many words. Oh man, that's funny, man. I mean, there's always cool songs too, Keith. Speaking of with music, that's just some people like it, like with their taste too. That's really awesome, but some people think it's weird. So I get that because there's a lot of songs too that I love to listen, but some people might think it's weird and it's like, what the hell are you listening to? Because if you guys ever heard of like house music too, and especially like you hear it in clubs, especially like in the '90s too, like the house music. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna front. That's some of the most hardest music and instrumentals I ever heard. I was like, holy shit, this goes hard. I mean, it's just like the it sounds weird at first, but then when you get into it, it's like, oh shit, this shit's got some instrumentals into it. The drums, the bass and all that stuff too. So the snares, I was like, shit, that goes hard. So especially if you guys ever seen like someone like a DJ just playing this kind of like songs too that are just has a really good bass to it and some instrumental in the flow, and it's just like that's just awesome stuff. You can't explain it, but when you hear it, you just can't help to move. You just move on your own too. It's not like choreographed. It's like very spontaneous and natural and flowing too. So I get that, Keith. A lot of some songs us that are awesome. Some might be weird for most people, and hey, it is what it is. I mean, no shade to anyone. So, and Lee says, "Are you anyone get excited when you're able to put a face of a person in chat?" Yeah, I get that, Lise. I get that. I do get excited with that too. So that's awesome. I get what you're saying there too. What's up, JR? Good to see you. What's good? What's good? What's good? So yes, good to see you, JR. Yes, indeed. Let's see, people are saying in chat. Let's see. Oh, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle also. I think Michelle's shining light tarot too. So yes, good to see. Love to see. Love her. She's awesome too. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so, mm, you can explain it, Jay. Lived and danced to it. Yeah, I get it, right? With house music and, especially with like remix songs too, when it comes to, listening to certain songs, even playing them too. It's kind of like if you like to listen to like a hip hop kind of dance and, eccentric kind of songs too that makes you just want to dance. It's like, oh shit, this goes hard. So it's kind of like you want to dance with your friends or your lovers or anyone else too. You know, even no matter what age too, if you're 20, if you're in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s or your 50s and 60s too, or 70s as well, it's just music is ever universal and it has no age limit too, because a good song can move anyone from if you're young to your old age. So yeah, it's cool stuff. Cool stuff. So if you dance to it, Marsha, that's awesome. Kudos to you. Mm-mm-mm. So you guys are just dropping some gems tonight too. So yes, thank you. You guys have really helped me today too when it comes to the question I wanted to ask you guys, especially to the content creators too. And I love you guys' honest feedback also. And so yes, indeed. So thank you guys. But also, if you guys ever want a reading too, right now, if you guys want just when it comes to spiritual reading or career or something humorous too, feel free to post your questions in the chat. Also, if you ever open to getting a reading from me too, because I have two shows today. One right, this one, and also the one at 8 p.m. Also. So, ooh, just did a little burp there too. So, huh. So yes, and what's funny, and you guys probably noticed this too on my channel, and it's just like when I talk for a long period of time for at least 2 minutes straight, I tend to get like a hiccup too, kind of like I say you don't lose a voice, also you don't lose your voice, but it's kind of like certain artists like Elvis and Michael Jackson, they kind of have this kind of like a they do like a little hiccup there too, and I noticed that too over the years listening to them, especially with Michael. And it's just like, I get that. I kind of had that. It's kind of like, when you're just passionate about something, then you make certain noises. And then, like, when you're talking to at the same time, you tend to lose a little bit your voice, and it's just like it comes back. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so weird and it's so unique at the same time. It's just, when I talk and just when it comes to, certain things, I tend to hiccup, burp, or just do that. So if you guys notice that too, feel free to let me know also. So when it comes to that, so I think that's really funny too. Just when I listen to my own live streams too, I tend to like, oh, did I do that? It's like let me just watch on more forward too. It's like, oh shoot, I did that. So yeah, it's just one of those things too that I noticed as well. So let me see if anyone wants it. But yeah, if anyone wants a reading from me too, so feel free to post your questions in the chat. If you guys want a spiritual reading, if you want like a career reading, also, and so on and so forth. Or if you guys want just a spiritual message for today, also, feel free to let me know in the chat because I'm definitely down to helping you guys out, and also going to provide you guys a reading. When it comes to any questions you have, or even just have an open discussion with you guys about creativity and so many other things too when it comes to mindfulness, spirituality, and wellness, all that good shit. So yes, let me see. Let's see if I could put the volume. Let's see if I can turn it up to 20. There we go. So if anyone wants a reading today too, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'll definitely get to you. Or if I miss anybody, tell me I'll scroll up in the chat. Okay, Marsha, I got you. All right, so let me see. Feel free to post your questions, guys. I am open to do some readings for you guys too. If you guys want any career readings or spiritual readings or something else too, so feel free. There we go. Okay, you got it, Kay. Of course. I was trying to get the background music right too, so hope it's not too loud and too low too. So there we go. I know what you need to set the level to. There you go. So I got Marsha and K Travel. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So I'm gonna get this party started. I'm gonna get to Marsha's question. And she wants to know about the level of retirement ready. Finish my career back in 2009. Okay. A retirement reading. Okay. Cool. Let me see what I got for you, Marsha. Right? The music is so chill, isn't it? So yes, that'll be the theme of every live stream that I do. So it's just gonna be a chill and fun environment. Okay, Lise, I got you. All right. Oh, I know what you meant, Marsha. Retirement reading. Yeah, of course. Let's see if I can shuffle my cards for you. Okay, so here we go. Good stuff. Retirement reading for Marsha. Okay. So let me highlight that and put it here. So what is the next card for Marsha? Right, Miss Marsha, I have some free cards for you when it comes to your retirement also, and feel free to let me know if this resonates with you as well, because I have some three powerful messages here from three different decks also. And so with the first message that I have for you, Marsha, and it's just like the source. I feel like you've been connecting with source lately too, and just when it comes to your retirement reading also, you can take the time for yourself to really just connecting with source, to connecting with God, when it comes to your retirement, just really getting a sense of that also when it comes to retirement. And just like I'm the last person to talk about retirement because I'm 34 and self-employed, but for you, Marsha, when it comes to turning your heart inward to the source of all teachings, and it's just like for your retirement meaning also, just to really connect with source too when it comes to with that also, or if you have been doing that also when it comes to with this powerful message here, just really that's really powerful because when it comes to connecting with source, it's like a powerful way to connect with God too. And I just feel like you've been doing that lately too for yourself, Marsha. And just like when it comes to your retirement too, if you ever with a Queen of Swords, and this popped up really strongly for you, Marsha, and just like if you ever want to plan to do anything else to, since you retired in 2009, just really, planning things out when it comes to the Queen of Swords, just really taking the time for yourself to just plan things out what you want to do next. Because I know with retirement, you have a lot of free time for yourself, and it's just like for you too. If you ever have this urge to just do something, you want to just do something new for yourself. Really taking the time to just plan things out, and especially with the Queen of Swords message too. You see, this woman here is just writing in her notebook on her laptop, and just really planning things out, making a strategy of some sorts. So for you, Marsha, if you ever have this urge to do so when it comes to retirement, you want to do something new, just really plan that out. And also, whichever plan that you want to do for yourself when it comes to anything, Marsha, and just really taking the time for yourself to get the ball rolling. So it's kind of like with this too. If you want to plan something new when it comes to the Queen of Swords, really taking action with that too for you, Marsha. And I'm dropping cards like I'm Gambit from the X-Men, but just really comes to speed, getting things rolling too. And it's just like, with this message here too, it's really all about getting things moving, getting into speed, anything that you want to do for yourself that you want to plan. So with anything too, Marsha, if you have a lot of free time for yourself when it comes to connecting with source, and it's just, connecting with your higher self, God, and your spiritual journey, and just planning things out when it comes to the Queen of Swords here too, with this message here. And just really taking the time to just really taking the initiative and really getting things rolling too. But the speed, just really go for it too when it comes with anything, Marsha. And so with these three cards, Marsha, let me see if I can share these wonderful messages for you. So these are the cards that I've pulled for your retirement reading today. So again, it's just like, with source, just really connect with God, however you do it too when it comes to source, with source consciousness, with God, with Jesus, whoever you want to believe in too. Just really connect with source for the source of all teachings too, about your retirement too, just with anything. And just when it comes to that also, if you want to do something new, taking the time to really just plan it out and just really making like a strategy, a plan of some sort too. If you ever have the urge to do something else, or if you want to do something that you love to do, really making a plan of it too. You could write it in your journal or in your laptop too, when it comes to this picture here. And just when it comes to anything, Marsha, just really taking the time for yourself to just really getting things rolling too, when it comes to that plan and taking action, getting the ball moving, getting things moving too, getting that to speed, and just really taking that step, that leap of faith too, like you see too with this awesome woman too, and just really going for it. And so, yes, the speed card is nice, but I slow down a bit too. Thanks for the message. Oh yeah, I get that too, but it's kind of like if you break this down, Marsha, with these cards, it's kind of like, if you ever want to do something new, especially not trying to say rush into it, but it's kind of like you want to plan something out too, if you really want to do for yourself, for your happiness, just really go for it and get things moving. That's kind of like a metaphor too when it comes to speed. It's just really getting things moving too, just however you do it too. So if you want to go at your own pace, I say go for it. So yes, the source card has all oil, candles, etc. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The source card is very, very beautiful too. It's just like the Buddha statue and oils and the candles and all that. Very, very, very spiritual, powerful message here. So good, beautiful messages for you, Marsha, and hopefully these messages resonate with you too. So with these beautiful cards here, and much love to you, my friend. Oh, okay. So you're an track and field girl. Okay. You must be, the Flash in your track team then. That's awesome, Marsha. Cool. You must be a fast one. You must be the Flash or something too. Oh man, that's awesome. Track, track is a very tough sport too. That's a lot of, you got to train your cardio to a really powerful degree, and especially your body too. So kudos to anyone who does track. Also, that's not easy to do, and especially any sport as well. It involves a lot of cardio, like soccer. That's another one too. So really awesome stuff here too for you, Marcia. You were the Flash. Oh, how did I know that? I was like, were you the Flash or something, Marcia? I get that. They can't catch me. So yes, I love that show. Yeah, isn't the Flash cool? So that's awesome. Good stuff, Marcia. Thank you for sharing that too. And hopefully these messages that I share with you really resonate. Also, and much love to you. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. And so K Travel, she says, I am wondering what I need to know for next week. Okay, it's like a general reading. Oh, nice. I said soccer and everything. Field hockey and flag football. Good for you. That's powerful. Good stuff there, Marcia. Good stuff. You were a very athletic person back in the day, huh? That's awesome. And so K Travel, she wants to know for next week. Spiritual reading. Cool. Let's see what we have here. All right, universe, what do you have for K Travel? If the music is too loud, feel free to let me know if it's right. So I'm trying to make it balanced so you can hear me and the music at the same time. So that'll be a more relaxing, chill kind of vibe here too. Doing some cool stuff for my live streams and content for all you guys to educate yourselves, to entertain yourselves, and all the above. Okay, yeah, I'll throw some cards with you when it comes to your question, K Travel. So we'll see what we get for you too. Alright, K Travel. What she needs to know next week. Let me put her question as you can see the cards. Alright, what needs K Travel to know next week? Work, spirituality, etc. Alright. Let's see what he's working. Give me any messages. Yes. Okay, K travel. You got some powerful messages to what you need to know for next week. Just pull 3 cards each from the decks I'm using today also. And just, with, the cards that I pulled to 3K travel, feel free to let me know if this resonates with you. And it's just like, the first message that I have too when it comes to healing. And I got healed for you too. So I'm not sure if you are just going through some challenging times, not just physically, but also, with mentally and, spiritually as well. Just really taking the time for yourself to just, heal, to really replenish yourself, to fill your cup. And if you are doing this too for yourself, K travel, kudos. And it's just like, when it comes to healing, just really taking the time for yourself to just, filling your own cup up, replenishing yourself, taking some me time, and just really, taking care of you, and just really not just, physically, but also, with our emotions, with our mind, with our spirit as well. So really, when it comes to healing, and feel free to let me know if this resonates with you too, with this powerful message here. And just also when it comes to this awesome tarot message with the world, and it's just like I get this, because you love to travel, K travel too, when it comes, with the world. And it's just like I got the feeling of just, getting back out there in the world too, and just really exploring, the beautiful world too, just really getting back out there. Basically, it's kind of like, with traveling and just with everything else too. But even though, like, with everything that's happening right now too, with traveling, I know that can be difficult, but just like, for you too, just when it comes to the world, and just really taking the time for yourself to just really, coming back to just, connecting with the world, but also in a way that's very safe and feels right for you, basically. So I know you love to travel and everything else too, and I'm not stopping you from doing that. But just, with this message, K travel, is just to really, to connect with the world also in your own way, and just really, doing that, in a very powerful way too for yourself. Just really getting yourself out there. And just, when it comes to just, with your last message that I have too, when it comes to getting back out there in the world too, and just, taking the time for yourself to just to breathe, and just, breathe in a way that feels right for you, to connect with your heart too. And it kind of really goes into this message here about healing, because when you take the time for yourself to just replenishing yourself, to just to really come back to take some me time for yourself, and to also just to, getting back out there in the world too, in a way that feels right for you, and just really taking the time for yourself to just breathe, to connect with your heart, and just to really, connecting with ourselves in a very powerful way, and just simply taking a breath in with the inhale, and just letting letting it all out with the exhale is a powerful way to just set not only to fill that cup up, but also letting go of anything that's no longer needed. So for you, this message, K travel, is just to really, really connect with your breath, to really connect with your heart, to just, to take a breath in with the inhale, and just simply let it all go with the exhale, to release anything that's no longer needed. Just really, connecting with your own breath also, to really connect with that life force energy that you have, to really help you to fill your cup up with new energy, and to let go of anything that's no longer needed. So very powerful messages here for the K travel, especially at the middle one too, with the world. And it's got this, getting back out there in the world too when it feels right for you too. So good stuff here too. It's powerful messages when it comes to healing, just really refilling your cup, taking some me time for yourself, and to getting yourself out there too in the world too, in your own way also, the best way that you can too, that feels right for you when it comes with the world. And just really taking the time for yourself to just, connect with your heart, to connect with that life force energy that you found, to just to breathe, for you just to take some me time for yourself, and to replenish your cup, to simply just fill your cup up with new energy, and to just simply let it all go, to just release anything that's no longer needed. So hopefully that was helpful for you, K travel, and powerful messages here too. Good stuff. So yes, indeed. Thank you guys. Cool stuff. Oh, you're welcome, Q Travel. I'm glad it resonated too. And so, glad it did. And much love to you, Q Travel. It's always good to see you. So thank you, thank you. Glad it resonated. Even if it didn't too, that's totally fine. So some days I could be wrong and some days I'm not. I mean, hey, you never know what you get when it comes to a reading. So I'm glad it helped you out too. And so let me see if I can do something for you guys. Let's see. Oh, I still got it on. There we go. Cool. All right, cool. Sorry, guys, I'm staring into space. So, much love to you guys who asked for a reading today too. So, much love. Thank you, Paul, for your advice too. If anyone else wants a reading, feel free to let me know. I'll give you guys a few minutes to do so. But if not, I can just do a collective reading too. So, let me see. Much love to you guys. Okay, so I think I might go to Lisa's request and do a collective reading too. So there we go. Cool. Okay, Lisa, I'll do a collective reading. Okay, and thanks too with an awesome meditation. So that way I can send you guys off. I say let you guys go basically. So you're not sending you guys off. Sorry about that. My wordings need to be corrected. So all right. So good to see you, Tracy. Thank you for being here too. I'm looking forward to seeing you later on today too. In other people's live streams and on my other show too tonight. So thank you for being here, Tracy. And much love to you, my friend. Mm. Okay, guys, I have some powerful messages for the collective too that we can all take for for this week, for this month, this year. Let's see if I could take this question down so you guys can see it. Okay, so I have three powerful messages for you guys today who are watching this live, watching the replay. And so when it comes to empower, and it's kind of like empowerment here too, just really taking the time for ourselves to you know empower ourselves in the best way that we can too, and just empower ourselves to, when it comes to finding our freedom, finding our sense of independence too, especially if you're a man or a woman too. When you empower yourself, when you are connecting to your independence, your strength to, you allow yourself to really just connect to your freedom. So really, when it comes to this message, just to really empower yourselves the best way that you can, with our bodies, with our minds, with our spirit too, in every shape or form. So if you feel inspired to empower yourself today too, and just finding that sense of freedom and independence, really go for it. And to also, just when it comes to just with the Eight of Pentacles, just to really improving our craft, our skills when it comes to empowering ourselves, and just like how you can really just keeping our skills sharp too when it comes to empowering ourselves. Really with the Eight of Pentacles here, kind of like keeping our skills sharp. When it comes to our gifts with anything, with our intuition, with our practices, can be from dance to yoga to anything too, and just really keeping our skills sharp also. And like the old saying, practice, 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 really goes a long way. So kind of like with the Eight of Pentacles here too, is kind of like what I'm saying here is just keep on practicing, when it comes to your gifts, really keeping your skills sharp no matter what, and really putting our own spin to it as well. And just also with the last message that I have for you guys too for today, is just really finding that discipline to really just being consistent with that also, and really not wasting any time on anything that's really important, especially when it comes towards with your mental health, your physical health, and spiritual health too. And so like with discipline, when we're taking the time for ourselves to just really making priority of anything that's really important when it comes to anything, from our health to our family to our goals, putting a roof over our heads, etc. It's really taking the time for ourselves to just really find that discipline, not wasting any time on it too. And so with this beautiful message here, with this, you see the clocks and the brain here too, that looks like a tree. It's awesome. And it's just really taking the time for ourselves to just really find that discipline, to not waste any time on anything that's important, especially when it comes to our physical health, with our relationships, with ourselves, with our family, with our loved ones, spouses, in many shapes and forms, and just with our purpose too, when it comes to that, not wasting any time on anything that's really important to us, and with this powerful. And so with these three powerful cards here for the collective today too, especially for this live stream, with the Creative Lounge Community Conversations, just to really taking the time for ourselves to just empower ourselves to find that freedom and independence. Because when we empower ourselves, we possibly can inspire others to empower themselves too. So it's kind of like finding that sense of freedom to really just empower yourselves to find that independence. Just really go for it too in your own way. And just really keeping our skills sharp also when it comes to our gifts, what we are good at, our specialties too. And it's kind of like with our gifts, I say superhero powers, but it's kind of like that's a good metaphor for our gifts too, because we all have gifts as human beings, when it comes to physical gifts, intuitive gifts, etc. And just really when it comes to improving our craft, practice goes a long way. So really keep on practicing with our gifts too, especially when it comes to our physical gifts, our mental gifts, and spiritual gifts, etc. For the Eight of Pentacles here. And also with the last message too, which is all about discipline, just really taking the time for ourselves to make a priority of anything that's really important for us when it comes to discipline, not wasting time on anything that's really important when it comes to, putting a roof over your head, to just, connecting with your purpose, maintain your relationships, or that may be that's really important for you. That's a priority. Not wasting your time on it too. Find that discipline to, not wasting time on that as well, and just really, sticking to it the best way that we can. So good stuff here, for the collective. And also, JR, will I be an ant? Will I be an ant? Interesting. We put a star on that too, JR. So I'm not sure what's going on there too. Maybe your sister is pregnant, so I could use the pendulum for that too. And so Tracy says, "Thank you, Jay. It was very soothing to have been here." Oh, okay. Yes. Take care, Tracy. Good to see you. And JR says, "Will I be an ant?" I could probably do this last one for you, JR, but after this, I'm gonna wrap it up. So, will JR be an ant? I'm gonna use my pendulum for this, so I might get a yes or a no, but you never know. So, will JR be an ant? Give me a yes or a no. Give me a sign here, universe. Will JR be an ant? Yes. Yes. It's kind of in the iffy middle. It's a maybe. Because at first it was getting a no, but now it's getting a yes. So you never know. Let me ask again. Will JR be an ant? Give me a yes or no. Give me a sign. I got a circle, so it's kind of like in the middle. It's in between. It's a maybe. So that's why I got my pendulum. It's going in a circle. So you can never know. It could be a yes or a no. So I got a maybe. Let me ask you one more time. Will JR be an ant? Give me a yes or a no. Yes or no. JR be an ant. Okay, so now I can the yes. Okay, okay. Okay, at first it was a maybe, but then I asked again, it was a yes. So I got a maybe and a yes. So I don't know how it goes. So I will turn out, but I got a maybe and a yes for you, JR. Good question. Oh, okay, okay, okay. She says, that's cool, maybe. Yeah, that's why I got a maybe at first. So it was kind of like, since your siblings are in their 20s and 30s. And yeah, with people in their 20s and 30s want to just live their best lives, have fun, and all that good stuff too. I get that because I'm in my 30s also. And right now I just want to focus on my goals too. But, there's nothing wrong with having a family too, especially this summer. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful too, JR. And thank you, Kay, for helping her out also. Much love to you. Yes, indeed. You're welcome, JR. Much love to you guys. And so let me turn down the background music here. There we go. And so I'm gonna have a fun exercise for you guys if you guys want to help you to connect with your creative spirit and all that too to help empower yourself. And it's just like with breathwork too. When it comes to that, it's a really powerful practice to help you to just fill your cup up and to just release anything that's no longer needed. And so if you guys are open to that also when it comes to that quick meditation too, just to help you connect with your confidence, to help you to release the ground. I say the ground and to release also. Feel free to stick around. If not, if you have to go, I totally understand that also. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna put my cards away too, and so on and so forth. Let's see what we have here too. There we go. Cool. Oh, cool, Jay. If you have to go, I mean, I ain't gonna pressure you to like, if you want to stay here, that's cool. If you have to go, that's still cool too. So it's all good. If you have to do stuff, I totally understand that. It's all good. It's all good. All right, cool, K Travel. Cool, cool. So I'm just putting my decks away for a moment too, but I just want to share a little fun activity with you guys too. So bear with me, guys, too, and I appreciate everyone's patience too. There we go. So with you know, with the meditation too, and this is gonna help you just to connect with yourself also to feel when it comes to empowerment. And it's just like, when it comes to empowerment, it's a really good way to find that sense of freedom for ourselves, and especially when it comes to our mental health and spiritual health also. And with meditation and how you can really just practice being present in the moment can really just help us go a long ways too. So if you want to, like, say, taking the time for yourself to just feel comfortable and just really feeling comfortable within yourself also too, just really feeling comfortable within your seat, just taking a time for yourself to just ground, to relax, just really, really getting that sense of comfort too within yourself. And just really, if you have want to put one hand to your heart and the other one to meet it, just to help you to connect with yourself, to connect with, with your true self, with your heart, really taking the time to do that. And when it comes to just, with meditation, this is all about being present in a moment and to just simply just to ground and to just, being present the best way that we can. And just really taking the time for yourself to just close your eyes for a moment and just truly just being aware of your own breath. Just taking the time for yourself to just be aware of your own breath when you are just simply taking a breath in with the inhale and just simply letting go of the breath with the exhale. And how you just, simply just taking an inhale with the breath and then exhaling the breath out when you're ready to release anything that's no longer needed. Just really taking the time to do that, to really just to set an intention for yourself today, what you want to, invite into your heart and what you want to let go from your heart also. Just to really take the time for yourself to empower your heart, to just connect with that. And just how you just, empower yourself when it comes to just simply being aware of your own breath and your heart. Just simply taking a breath in, just allowing the body and your breath to just fill you up with new energy and holding it for how many counts as you wish. And then letting it all go with the exhale when you're ready to release the breath out through the mouth or through the nose. Feel free to do that. And even if you just want to just count your breath also when it comes to box breathing. So it's kind of like, breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then releasing for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a kind of example, you know, when it comes to box breathing. And just really, really connecting with your breath the best way you can, just to help you to really filling your cup up with new energy. And then when we exhale, letting the breath out to release anything that's no longer needed. Just simply connect with that. and just simply being aware of your breath and just simply allowing the breath to just flow naturally to just filling your body and up with new energy, bringing it to places that truly need it. And to just simply letting the breath out with the exhale, releasing the breath out through the mouth or through the nose, just to help you to release anything that's no longer needed. And just really taking the time for ourselves to thanking our hearts and ourselves for being in the space of awareness, that we can take the time for ourselves to just simply to ground and be aware of our own breath. And we simply just taking a breath in, holding it for how many counts as you wish, and then letting the breath go with the exhale. Just release the breath out through the mouth or through the nose. Really, whichever that feels comfortable for us. And as we are thanking ourselves for being in this space of awareness, just really, setting a powerful intention for today. Really, creating an affirmation for yourself just to help you to liberate yourself, to empower yourself, to help you throughout your whole day, just to really connect with that. So as you are breathing in, you can say, I am strong and powerful and worthy. And as you are exhaling the breath out, I let go, release anything that's no longer needed. You can even make up your own affirmations and mantras at your own pace, at your own time. This meditation. That was just a good example of that too. So whichever mantra and affirmation that you want to say towards yourself out loud or towards yourself silently, really connect with that. And as we are thanking ourselves and setting an intention for ourselves today, for this month, and for this year, with a powerful affirmation and mantra for ourselves, and just really holding that into our heart space and integrating that into our entire being with our mind, with our body, and just really holding that close towards us. And always know that we have the power and the ability to practice this beautiful form of self care at any time. And just, as you are taking your last few breaths, just really taking the time for yourself to just really bring your awareness back into your body, stretching out your legs, your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your arms, stretching out your back if you need to, also stretching out your neck or your back, as a good quote says too in a certain movie. Just really taking the time to do that. Even if you have to stand up for a bit to just move the energy around, also give it a good wiggle too if that really feels comfortable for you. And when you guys are ready, you can come back and open your eyes. And so hopefully that was helpful when it comes to that, meditation too. I said it was be a quick one, but sometimes meditations, long ones to be like 2 hours long, but with this one too, it's probably at least 10 or 15 minutes. But hopefully those minutes too were helpful for you to just to empower yourself to just, when it comes to being aware of your own breath and to really just holding that intention too for yourself today to empower yourself to help you out throughout your whole day too. And so with that being said, much love to all you guys too who are watching this live stream, especially when it comes to dropping your honest feedback, when it comes to things I talk about too, and especially sharing with all you guys too. Much love to all you guys too who popped in the chat. For those who are just watching this live and watching the replay, I can't thank you all again too. Just when it comes to you know showing your support, when it comes to anything, showing your sharing your advice, and everything else too. Much love to all you guys as well. JR and Kate Travel, Lise, everyone who's was watching this also, and who is watching this on a replay too. So much love to you guys also. And again, if you guys are interested in getting like the decks that I use too for today for the live stream that I use on a regular basis, when it comes to the Art of Attention deck by Erica Jago and Alina Brown too, with this beautiful Art of Attention healing cards, or the Spirit Within Tarot deck too, when it comes by Stephen Bright, which is a really awesome tarot deck. Good for beginners too who are interested in tarot decks, and also too, especially to have in your collection, and also for those who love oracle cards too, who just with the Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. This is a really cool elemental deck too, just when it comes to this deck over here. And also if you guys loved musical instruments, when it comes to this uh 8-inch F note crystal singing bowl too, when it comes to this awesome singing bowl as well. If you guys are interested in ever getting these products for yourself in the future also, I posted links to the decks that I mentioned in the singing bowl below too, if you guys ever want to check them out for yourself. And also, if for those who want to just send me some feedback about my content too, if you guys ever want to collab with me on my channel, also on your channel as well, for those who are content creators and people who practice self-care, spirituality, creativity, etc. There's my email. Let's see if I can put it right there in the back, right there too. So there's my email, herc213@gmail.com. I answer my email every day. I say every morning too, especially if you want to send me some feedback about my content, my live streams, and and so on and so forth too. So if you guys ever want, or even want to send me, have any suggestions for request videos that I could do for my channel also, I'm always looking forward to honest feedback and, collaborating with other content creators too who are doing powerful things in the spiritual community and the creative community and so on and so forth. So if you guys ever want to reach out to me too when it comes to those things I was talking about, here's my email, herc213@gmail.com. And also, if you guys ever want to check out my Linktree, if you guys want to just say, you know, um, send a donation to my PayPal, or if you guys ever want to just, reach out to me on Instagram or on, Facebook, or even just, when it comes to helping you get some essential oils in your home too, feel free to check out my Linktree at any time. No pressure too, especially, in the description below for those who are watching the replay, and also in the chat for those who are still here, especially for those who are watching the replay. If you guys ever want to check out my Linktree, also feel free to do so at any time. If you want to send a donation, if you want to check out my wish list, also if you want to, if you're generous, no pressure. And if you guys just want to keep in touch with me on social media, and if you guys want me to hook you up with essential oils too, kind of like making your own kind of essential oil bottle here too. So if that's cool with you guys too, feel free to check out my Linktree. And much love to all you guys who are here. And what's up, Katie? Good to see you. What's good? What's good? You came at the end of the live stream, so I was wrapping things up. But I will be back live again too tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific time for the Fun Lounge After Hours. So it's a place for us to have fun be silly, spicy, humorous, all that good stuff. And much love to all you guys who popped in and say hello. And if you guys like this live stream as well too, feel free to give it a like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel also, and really hit the notification bell again too, so that way you get notified for all the videos and live streams and shorts that I do on a regular basis. And so with that being said, much love to all you guys too who are watching this live, who popped in the chat and say hello, and so on and so forth. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys later on today too. And maybe continue to practice self-care that can benefit us, our loved ones, in our environment. And I'll see you guys around in these spiritual YouTube, in these spiritual YouTube streets. I'll say it too. Why not? So yes, much love to you, Katie. And if you guys ever check out Katie Moonchild's World's channel too, I highly recommend it. She's very sweet and very awesome. Very down to earth person too. Keeps it real up front. Doesn't sugarcoat anything. So I love that. Good stuff. So anyways, much love to you. And I'll see you guys around later on tonight. Peace. Namaste. Okay, so there we go. Where is it? There we go. Bye, guys.